A breakdown of the Labour Party Manifesto, Part 1. Decoding the plan for change letter by the Labour Party. There are two reasons for everything. The ostensible reason, the ones you hear from government and the mainstream media, which are lies. Then there is the real reason, which you only hear from the alternative media, that is heavily suppressed and kept out of circulation in mainstream society to keep the masses in ignorance. I am writing this article to give the reader a clearer understanding as to why the Labour Party was elected in the 2024 elections. Why this global cabal wanted Keir Starmer to be the front person to change Britain according to the cult's image. Let's begin. The manifesto starts out talking about change. Keir Starmer's plan for change. What is this change exactly? What they want you to believe is this change will be for the better and that they really care about you. It starts off blaming the Conservative Party for all the chaos it has created and thus the negative repercussions British people have suffered. Furthermore, they blame the Conservative Party for making people poorer and not serving the interest of the working people. Why are they doing this? They want you to believe that the Conservative Party and Labour Party are two completely different entities when they are two different faces of the same coin. The same global cabal that was behind the chaos when the Conservatives were in power are the same force behind the Labour Party. This force both created the chaos and fixed the chaos with changes in society that advances the cult agenda. The code words, change, and rebuilding our country really mean advancing the cult agenda towards total human enslavement. Them undermining the Conservative Party is just a way of keeping people believing in different sides when it is all one side working together, moving as one unit towards a totalitarian technocratic dictatorship. The manifesto continues about talking about how the Labour Party will serve the people instead of the other way around, unlike the Conservative Party. Once again constantly undermining them throughout the whole manifesto to keep people believing in the pantomime show. The Labour Party will be serving the same demonic force that every other government serves, certainly won't be serving the people, that's for sure. It goes on to talk about creating more economic opportunities to working class people that the previous government denied. This is just lip service jargon to get your votes, so you elect them to power so they can do the complete opposite what they said they were going to do without being held accountable. In the next part of the manifesto, it says it wants to reduce mortgage bills, reduce waiting times in the NHS and clean up sewage in the rivers. Fixing the problems you have created through the demonic force that you serve to give the illusion of different sides doing different things, so you don't see it's all one side working together. In addition, it talks about wanting to improve the lives of families. This is a classic example of inversion by the propagandists, as the cult agenda is to dismantle and destroy the nuclear family, but they say they want to improve the lives of families, which they do not. Also, another aspect of the cult agenda is to lower the birth rates, so they want people having less children, hence why there is plummeting sperm counts and testosterone levels, to gradually delete human 1.0 and start the transition to human 2.0 to connect the human brain to artificial intelligence, thus directly controlling perception without the need to manipulating perception as with before. It ends saying only we can stop the chaos, once again giving the impression that we are different, you see, and we will fix the chaos that the previous government created. Both are not true, of course. As both the creation of the chaos and the apparent resolution of the chaos were orchestrated by the same demonic force pulling the strings, irrespective whether it be the Conservative Party or the Labour Party. Moreover, in the next paragraphs it talks about national security, secure borders and economic stability. This is what they won't tell you, that the demonic force that controls government will decide if there is national security or not, if there are secure or unsecure borders, and if there is economic stability or instability, as that is what is deciding everything within government. But they hide this by blaming the problems and crises on third parties to deflect responsibility, but ultimately even those third parties are an expression of this global cult. The manifesto continues by saying that they want to invest in clean energy as to replace fossil fuels and non-renewable energy with renewable energy in line with the World Economic Forum Great Reset agenda. This is all part of a plan to incrementally build the control system to enslave everyone under the false pretense of human-caused climate change. It goes on to